Good morning, everybody. How was your day going? My day's going just fine. Here I am, about to start watching my copy, Planet Earth on HD DVD, but didn't you know it? Sundays are not the day for dead media. So, on to something else. Today, I have a special treat. It's an Alienware. Not just any Alienware. This is mine from probably 10 years ago, I want to say. But she's in need of a little bit of a restoration, if you will. So, just so we know what's going on, we've got the power adapter, which is looking about 10 years old, complete with battle damage. It got bit by a couch. I am not lying about that. That is actual couch damage. My house is kind of crazy. Do that, or I get used to game on the couch, and we had a reclining couch, and it got stuck in the mechanism once, and that's what happens. Be careful. Be careful with your laziness, kids. In addition to that, inside our case here, we have the main event. Let's see if we can see it. And here it is. It's an Alienware m11x. Had it, like I said, for about 10 years. Probably got it in 2010, I want to say. Maybe a little later than that. I'm not sure. You can tell it's a little gummy. You know, it's been around. I sold it to my brother once, and he just gave it back to me. So that's where we're at. The screen, well, let's put it this way. We all go limp with age. Am I right? Am I right, boys? Yeah, we do, but luckily I have a solution. Oh, wow, that's really broke now. Looks like messing with it might have actually broke it. Bummer. I hope it's not actually toasted. Because as far as I know, this machine still works. It works just fine. It's just overdue for a few things. One is this screen just needs replaced. The hinge is completely shot. I have an old SSD that I'm going to throw in here, which is kind of crazy to think that I'm just putting slightly less old parts into this to upgrade it, but 250 gigs, I think. So that'll at least let us do something. But then I want to use this as a easygoing gaming rig for things from probably around 2008 or so. I think it'd play those just fine. If memory serves, it's got a NVIDIA GeForce 335. Is that a card? I don't know. But it does have a GPU, just because it looks like a netbook, and believe me, this thing is tiny. It's 11 inches. Came out during a netbook craze. Yeah, see, the hinges are a little worse for wear. Focus. Thank you. So we'll see if we can't get that fixed. See if I ordered the right part, because I couldn't be bothered to open it before. Make sure I had the right part, because where's the fun in that? Another battery, but I don't know. I don't know if I need the other battery. This one seems to be holding the charge. Let's just double check. Yep, I see light. I see screen. So it's not holding a huge charge, but it is holding the charge. Just give it the old pillow suffocation trick. Turn it back on. Do the F12 or the boot menu. You know, sometimes previously working at Dell, has its advantages. At least this is the one company I remember how to get into the BIOS on every machine. So there we are. We have an Intel CPU U7300. It's a Core 2 Duo if memory serves. 1.3 gigahertz. She was never a powerhouse. I don't have that on the screen. 8 gigs of RAM, which is not terrible. Like, that's fine. We don't need to worry about upgrading that. It's going to work perfectly fine for what I want. We've got some neat BIOS settings in here. We've got, well, where'd it go? We've got your no execute memory protection, boys. Yeah, you're gonna have to watch out for that. That's a cool feature. It does things. It has a wired network capability, so just watch out. It's got discrete graphics, and if I do recall, a switchable mode. Switchable, integrated, and discrete video can be switched back and forth using FM. Why isn't it on switchable? That would be neat. Overclock is enabled. I don't know if the overclock does anything in this machine. Oh, and she just gave up the ghost. So let's see what our battery's at. Does it show the battery? No. No, but luckily, let's turn her off. Battery. At least, I don't know if Dell still does this. I should probably check. You can just hit the button right there. We've got full charge. So this battery, even though it's been sitting in my storage unit for who knows how long, 7 years or so, it appears to still be working. We're missing rubber feet. Oh no, don't steal my product key. Maybe I'll blur it out. Maybe I won't. Come. I'm missing some rubber feet. These little bastard rubber feet never stayed on this machine. Ever. They were like the number one thing that people put in service calls for on these. It was ridiculous. And then even the big ones are starting to fail. This one's missing half of it, and this one's just gone. So, rubber feet. I do have some black. What is it? Hot glue. Black hot glue that I got specifically to make rubber feet on crappy machines. And when I bought that glue, I was thinking about this bad boy the entire time because those little square feet just vanish constantly. So we might have to just do some improvements. Well, let's move that out of the way for now. Well, I guess there's no real point to move it out of the way. We're about to bust into her. But let's actually check out the screen that I supposedly bought new. $28, which is freaking crazy. So, see, the key to doing successful computer restorations is not to restore valuable computers. Only restore computers that are about 10 years old and nobody wants anymore. Because then you can get all these secondhand parts for like super cheap. Okay. Got a nice little cloth bag on her. Oh yeah, no, that's way nice. Even looks like it's going to work. Judging on how the hinge is. Since the hinge connects in the middle, I'm pretty sure all the broken parts are in here. So that should work nicely. Oh, it doesn't come with any back plastics. Well, that's a bummer. I was hoping it did. I wasn't hoping, I thought it did. Damn it. Okay. Because, I mean, this is a little scratched up. But you know what? I'm starting to get to be of the opinion that our scars make us who we are. So, every scratch on this has a story just because it's not a sexy story and is likely just stupid. If I was that worried about it, maybe I'll try polish. I don't know. I don't know what to do about plastic scratches. If anybody has any ideas in that, just let me know. Okay, camera's rudely interrupting. But now it's time to get out my precious screwdriver from Wangzhou, China. And hope to God it's not been spying on me this entire time. And we'll see what we can do. See what we can start with here on the actual opening. You know, I thought about putting down, I have a silicone mat. Silicon. I always get those words confused. Doesn't matter. Thought about putting that on here to prevent the scratches, but, you know, just, I can't be bothered. So, it's going to help, right? One thing I always did like about this here machine is it just seems to comes apart pretty nice. The screws, they're like attached on the other side. There's like a nut, so they don't come off the bottom plate, which is something I really wish that more computer companies did. Maybe they do. I don't know. I hardly ever venture out of Dell, and well, for work I've been buying Microsoft products. Well, you can't even open those. Can't even open the Surfaces, so whatevs. It does make it a little awkward to make sure you get all the screws right, but there it is. Got a nice little bottom plate. All right, what do we have going on here? We got some RAM. Some RAM right there. 24 gigabytes, as we've confirmed in the BIOS. Just pop that out. Oh, look, it's DDR3. Who'd have thunk it? That's what I mean. DDR3's been around forever. I mean, I guess DDR4's... Why was I thinking DDR3 is the most current stuff? Doesn't matter. I'm just one of those days. Shooting this on a Sunday. Supposed to be a lot more calm on Sundays. Doctor ordered me to not be nearly as agitated on Sundays. Just on Sundays, though. And no, he never said that. It's fine. Why would he say that? Oh, are these those screws too? Old nutted screws? I don't know. This drive's not freaking coming out. Come on out, drive. There we go. They are. See how the nuts work on those? The little washer things that are kind of locked on there. Nice feature. Don't have to worry about losing. It's only on the CRUs is it like that. So maybe this is one of them. This one's probably not. No, this one's not. So we will put this somewhere. Where can I put this? I was totally prepared for this video, and actually not really. I just know I wanted to do it. We will use this here SD card for screws. The unspeakable things that are on that SD card. The unspeakable things. If only cameras could read them. Actually, I think that one's brand new and I just opened it and might have Linux on it. Let's try and do some Linux gaming. I watched that LTT video on how Linux gaming is now the new thing. It's so cool. It works just out of the box. Okay, look. No, it doesn't. All right, you're a fucking liar. Okay, that's fine. Take the battery out. Looks like I didn't screw it in. So that makes it easy. Whoop. Oh no, so much safety problems. Okay, what's next? This is for the palm rest. As you can see, it is marked by a P. They want to make it fairly accessible to our kind of not great in the brain field techs. I think I got this shortly after I quit working at Dell. So, well, I guess it wasn't shortly. I stopped working there in 2008. Worked there for a while, though. Almost 2 years. Got hired there when I was 17. Doing tech support. Mostly just because I aced the entry interview. Had a job fair going on. I said, you know what? I'm going to try it. So I did. And I aced it. What can I say? They threw out some BS questions at the end, too. They were like, so, if you found yourself in a situation where there was a cat stuck in a tree, and you had to get the cat out of the tree in the middle of the desert, what would you do? How would you handle that situation? It was because I aced every question, technical question that they had for me. Um, they just threw out some bullshit interview question, and so I was like, well, if it's a desert and we're going to just accept the fact that there's one lonely tree in the desert, then I'm just going to find a rock and I'm going to throw it at the cat and hope it knocks it out like a pinata. We all had a good laugh, and they said, all right, go over to HR, get your paperwork. So I was like, wow, I'm hired that easy? It's like my first real job. And I got it working in computer company. Pretty much what I've wanted to do since I was, 10. So granted, it was phone tech support, and if you've ever worked phone tech support, then I'm sorry. Because you know what the problem is with that. People are assholes. That's what the problem is. Oh, got it. People suck ass. I've been in here a few times. I just don't exactly remember how to get in, but that's why I'm here. Figure it out. I want to say it's probably something like this. Do I have in my... I do. Guitar picks. In my little Wang Zhang China Bang kit. Apparently it was nice enough to come with one. Got some pinching over here. Nope, didn't get that screw out. Okay. I'm just full of surprises today. This is already taking longer than I thought it would. Not that that's a problem. What the hell is this? Any ideas? Little piece of black plastic? You go with the screws. Never seen that before in my life. Can't see anymore. That doesn't mean jack, though. I tend to be not the most observant. That's just sad. Well, who knows? I might even try to edit this video on this bad boy. Proof is in the pudding. I don't remember it ever being slow. And I know for a fact I was using it in 2013 still. But that might have been the end of my run with it. Come on. Is this one of those? That part, yep. I should have known. Dell, you cheeky bastards. I felt many a customer get into laptops. We never did Alienware, though. We didn't have their coolness factors. It's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. Palm rest won't come off till the keyboard comes off, you see? Makes a lot of sense if you think about it. Apparently, my camera hates me and didn't record my struggles with the keyboard. However, I did get it out. It's going to need quite a bit of a cleaning. So that's fun. Ew. All right. Let us continue. This whole video is pretty much about the restoration of this one machine. So this whole series, it's going to be, maybe the term series is a bit intense. It's what it is. A saga. Yeah, we'll call it a saga. The M11x Resurrection Saga. We'll have t-shirts printed. We'll make a Bible. After 3 days, this laptop was resurrected. What the hell is this screw doing here? That's always fun. Find a missing screw upside down, just chilling. Told you I could feel an extra screw on this side. Maybe that's part with the camera cut out. I won't know until I'm editing. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, good. Good screw. Yeah. Well, that screw's looking mighty tired. Let's see. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Just come out this one last time. I say that. Oh, I'm going to take this screw out. I'm not going to replace it because it's stripped to hell. I always end up putting the strip screws back in. I know I shouldn't, but the fact of the thought of having a flimsy laptop is far scarier to me than not being able to take it apart again. And I've been known to take a drill to like what was the most expensive thing I drilled? A $1,500 3D printer. Couldn't get a screw off, so power drill it was. It's also my first time. My first time drilling something, drilling a screw out, and I chose to do it on a $1,500 piece of equipment. It worked. Got it out. I hot glued it back together too. Yep. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's just a fix right there. Okay, so now we ready for the palm rest? Palm rest, are you ready? Damn, it's been a while since I've been in this bad boy. I don't remember how this comes apart. Pretty sure it's like this. And I'm pretty sure you're... Yeah, this is all one piece. So we got more screws up here for it. Thought those were just for this here circuit board, but apparently not. God, I'm glad I'm actually recording this, because I'm always paranoid I'm going to forget where screws go, or long screw through a short hole, or something. Short screw through a long hole, not usually a problem. That one you usually figure out real quick. But long screw through a short hole, that one not so much. That one sometimes you find out because you hear a crack. Okay. I'll take this here ribbon cable off. You know, anybody who wants to get started doing this kind of stuff, it's really not that intimidating. It's all just parts, man. That screw's gone. So why am I paranoid? I know there isn't any other screws on the bottom, because I have checked. Come on, Ho. Okay. Now, so I don't know if y'all heard my ramblings, or if the camera cut out that time, but I had a bit of a traumatic experience lately. They took our McDonald's down and demolished it. They closed it down and they demoed it because it was one of the old ones. It's one of those old buildings, and they thought probably in their infinite wisdom, oh, look, I did this screw. Well, who the hell knows, man? So they thought in their infinite wisdom that we needed a new McDonald's. Granted, I know nothing about how they operate. I know nothing about how much space they need in the kitchen, and I can only imagine it was getting tight because they keep adding stuff to the menu. But don't fuck with my McDonald's. So through this entire lockdown, like they shut it down like right before the lockdown, we didn't have any McDonald's. There's the palm rest. Looks a little gooey. Gross. Back of it, kind of weird metallized plastic. I don't know. Nice little epoxy controller. Synaptics. I don't know what that means. It's a company name that makes touchpads. It's literally all I know about it. Now, this is not one of the laptops that they have additional video card swappability. No, that would be probably a little bit bigger. Make the machine just a wee bit too big. So what we're going to focus on is taking this off. Because I'm not sure I need to... There goes my toolkit. Not sure I need to take the whole motherboard out. I might anyway, just to give her a good flush. But we'll see. That fan definitely looks like it needs some love. Alright. So anyway, so to take away my McDonald's. So here's something you need to know about me, right? I'm 350-ish pounds. Pure muscle. And, well, cheeseburgers. If you are what you eat, I'd say probably about 80 pounds of that's cheeseburger. So, that makes me 80% cheeseburger. But, you can't take away my McDonald's without serious repercussions. Okay, just so you know who you're talking to. I'm the guy that went through and one of the first times I ever made a homemade pizza from scratch, including the sauce and everything. My buddy Fatty and I, we went out to the McDonald's and we got some fries and McNuggets and we made a McNugget pizza on the barbecue of all places. So, just so you know the kind of crazy I'm willing to do. All right, how does this come out? It's just on there. Pull out. Does pull out, does pull on. What are we talking? I can't see. Oh, just pulls off. Easy peasy. Then we got the wireless cables, antenna. All right, come on. All right. Probably keep that for posterity. Oh, wait, no, I still need to keep it because it's got the fucking back plastics on it. I was really looking forward to having a laptop that wasn't like super scratched on it. But again, you know, every scratch has a purpose. And this is my laptop. This is not like a find I found at the Goodwill or anything like that. Well, this is mine. I paid my money for it. I kind of got ripped off. Well, here's what I think about getting ripped off, right? If you enjoy it and it's something you wanted and you paid a fair market price for it, I don't think you got ripped off. I really did enjoy the fact I had an 11-inch gaming laptop, even though, it costs more than literally every other 11-inch laptop that's ever existed. There you go. Just holding you in now. Just the connection? Oh, nope, another screw. I really did enjoy this laptop, though. This was a lot of fun. A lot of WoW got played on this. You know what? And I bet you it's probably still fun to play. Especially Classic. Jeez, Classic will run on a fucking toaster. Play Classic on my Surface Go. Runs at 60 frames per second. I hear the little I/O board. Kind of cool. I've been tearing shit down for years. What's this? Let's find out what this is. I vaguely might be thinking what the hell this is, but I can't remember. It's on the tip of my tongue. Is this a Bluetooth? Did my light just cut out? Probably. It's my light adjustment. Is it Bluetooth? BCM, Broadcom. This might be a Bluetooth adapter. Not what I was thinking it was. Yep, most of the time the Bluetooth adapter is part of the Wi-Fi, so neat. But I think that would be, if that's the case, then that's a little USB connection right there. But no, I was on the fence. I'd mentioned maybe I wasn't going to take it apart all the way. No, I'm going to take it all apart. And the reason for that is very simply because I have thermal paste. And at 10 years old, you should probably swap your thermal paste. I don't have. Do I have a name brand? This stuff, where is it? This stuff, I may not. There may not even be enough in here, but I want to say this is some sort of Noctua. And then I got XSPC Thermal Compound K2. It's all I have. Came with coolers I have. So we'll see if that actually works. If not, I've probably got some more stashed away somewhere I'd have to find. Should just order a new jar. Just a jar of thermal paste. I gotta get all kinds of stuff. I gotta get some thermal paste. I gotta get some, what's that stuff? Flux? I gotta get some flux. I don't do a lot of soldering. I don't trust myself. But it's not terribly difficult. And I think that if I had some actual flux, it'd probably be a little easier too. All right, let's go under here. What do we got going on? Got some thermal piping. What's holding you in? The fan, maybe? These little screws have to come off the fan? Nope, we still have another regular screw. Look at me. Missing all kinds of shit. So far, we've only got 3 different sizes of screw, so that's good. It never ceases to amaze me when you look at a machine like this and just how much they come. Like, this is cool looking to me. This looks like a T800's heart or some shit. I don't know. It's neat. We got the magnesium frame. Cool. Over that. Let's get in here. Let's dissect her. There you go. We're gonna change it. You ever see that guy on the internet who he does like surgeries, implants like Kit Kats and Snickers and shit? This is my kind of weirdo. I get along with weirdo people. That one's backed off to. It's cute they feel the need to label these as if, you've ever changed a tire, you wouldn't know how to do an X pattern on some bolts, but some people don't. And I guess since it is wall 1 heat sink, you gotta come over here and do 5. And okay, so maybe on this one it makes a little bit of sense. Sure. I don't recall this ever being a laptop that was hot. So I think the cooling system was adequate, but it also didn't have that beefy of a CPU. I'm so used to taking off AMD CPUs and have the whole thing come off with it. It's kind of crazy it didn't for once. There you go. Cooling heart. Yeah, that paste is crusty. Let's take a closer look here. Yep, those are chips. What's this one? I would imagine this one's a CPU. And I could believe this one's a GPU. What the hell are you? You're bigger. Are you a coprocessor? Are you a math coprocessor? It's video RAM. Maybe you're the GPU. I was going to stop the video when I finished the teardown today, but you know what? No. Today is the day. I use my thermal material remover. I've used it before. It's really nothing special. Alcohol wipes will do you just fine. Don't be like me and feel like you have to spend $20 on thermal compound remover. It works really well, though. I'm not going to lie, but it's unnecessary. This one didn't have any thermal paste on it, but sure, why not? Just gonna get that all over. Let it sit for a minute. So yeah, going back to McDonald's. I was real depressed. They take away our McDonald's when I want to say they closed it down the end of December, end of January, something like that. And they missed out on what they could have had when everybody didn't want to go to the stores and was doing drive-through and shit. Like they could have done that, but they missed out on it. Things you do. Should have got Q-tips. I don't have any Q-tips. hell do I have? I had a toothbrush. Don't know where the toothbrush went. Oh, there it is. Toothbrush. Oh, that's just terrible. That's the worst. Yeah, this one says NVIDIA. So, let's actually get... I'm sure this will be fine. Get a lemon scented rag here to wipe this shit up with. It'll be fine. Also, my flagrant disregard for anti-static procedures should only be highlighted by the fact that I'm doing this on a plastic table. So, yeah, I don't really worry about that shit. Never have. I've been doing this kind of stuff for 20 years. I don't... Oh, this... Come on. Come on off fish paper. I'll have to get some cap down tape or something. Well, that's just terrible. Should definitely have a Q-tip. But let's see if we can read what that says. That's definitely the GPU. So what the hell are you? What is this? This one's probably the CPU. It had an actual cooler on it. Whereas this one just had this thermal pad over it. Is that like a chipset or something? Chipset with a die exposed like that? Weird. But who knows? The mysteries of the universe. I should probably get this Kapton tape off. I wonder if I could find Kapton tape on the, like an Ace or something. Ugh. Yeah, that's just making a mess. Yeah. So, not gonna lie, normally when I've used this stuff, it's been on CPU that's out of the motherboard. I don't really use it on integrated components so much. So that's strange. But anyway, cleanup wasn't really supposed to be part of this video anyways. So, whatevs. Take the bonus. Okay. Just tear down. Just tearing her down. Got some time before I gotta... Oh, I don't even need this machine. I don't need it. So, it'd be fun, especially if I can get the battery life to be somewhat decent. Fun to take it to like take it to the McDonald's. Get on the free Wi-Fi. Kind of go ham. Go ham on some WoW. I'm waiting for a burger. Too bad the COVID's closed everything. Damn COVID. Come on. This is a nice feature. I like seeing this on laptops. Removable DC jack. It's a nice thing. Because these break. Like, people don't realize that. Or they do realize it, just don't give a shit. Probably both. It's quite the backplane for that. So where's... I'm just super curious what the hell this chip is. I don't know. I don't actually know. It's got no markings on it. Yeah, that's a mystery to me. I'm not sure what that would be. CPU's hot glued in place. That's a good sign. Oh, they all are. Look at that. Well, anyways. SD card. Is this a SIM card slot? It might be a SIM card slot. Right there. full-size SD card in such a little laptop. Who would have known? Yeah, so I'm not really sure what this series is going to look like. Just kind of just off the seat of my pants type of thing. I had an old laptop and I wanted to make it, great again. Please don't hate me. Don't hate. It was a bad joke. I apologize for it already. But what I am not going to apologize for is breaking this video into parts, because apparently I'm not prepared to clean. I thought I was, but I don't even have Q-tips. What the hell was I thinking? I don't have Q-tips. Anyways, I got the desk there. Got a toothbrush. Gotta use it or not. Gotta get my teeth brushed and such. So anyway, that's probably it for this video. We'll work on this some more. Get some more cleaning done. Maybe find a way to polish some of this scratch plastic. I don't know if that's a thing or not. Do a little research. We'll see. This just dusty thing. Not too bad. We'll get her fixed up. Get her put back together at some point here in the near future. Probably get her cleaned up in the next video. Maybe the one after that. Do some software. Software is always fun. It's not really that fun. It could be. I think they actually have the restoration discs to this. So that might actually be good fun. But we'll deal with that when we deal with it. And as always, appreciate a like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. I hate asking for it, but people, they make you do it. It's part of the process, unfortunately. I think I really want McDonald's now, so I'm going to go get some of that. Later.